We're in today with Radeon X1650. This is a 2006 GPU with 12 pixels and 5 vertex. It's got 256 megabytes of DDR2 at 128 bits bus width with DirectX 9 support, running at nearly 600 megahertz on the core clock and nearly 400 megahertz on the memory clock. We're gonna pair it up with this Intel Core 2 Extreme QX6850 with 4 cores and 4 threads. And we're gonna see how the system is running in a couple of older titles. Let's jump in. Alright, let's start with Infernal because this game is set up on 1024 with maximum details. So in this configuration, I got like some nice performance here with nearly 800 megabytes of system RAM. You can actually see that the details are fantastic. The GPU is being utilized, you know, look at this, 150 megabytes of VRAM with 1340 ms. That's actually good with 2 cores being loaded. So that means the CPU is doing the job. So overall, looks good. Let's go and see what we can do with this system. Oh, look at that, ray tracing.
Yeah? Progress report. I had a small encounter with a guy in monk's robes, but we didn't get a chance to talk. He kind of died on me before proper introductions.
Behold my power. Now get to that mortal's corpse and feed yourself on his soul.
Why would I ever want to do that?
To heal your wounds. I find it rather enjoyable. See for yourself. That way you gain energy and search dead bodies.
Cool.
Cool.
Weird.
That was
Pretty much sums up my
you know
life.
what? You know what? That was cool. You know, I'll take it back. That was cool. How does it do in Underground 2? Okay, let's check it out. On the options, I got 800 by 600 with maximum details. Let's see how many FPS we got here. I think this is gonna be very interesting. So, oh yeah, 50 FPS on 800 by 600. It's okay. So if I do this in this combination with this video card with 256 megabytes, you can actually see that those 400 megahertz on the core clock, it's nearly on the spot. You can do 640, it looks very big compared to this one, or just lower just a fraction the details and you get more FPS. So I don't want low resolution, maybe a little, let's say, let's keep 640 on the resolution with maximum details because it looks kind of cool, you know, it really looks like a console experience. Oh yeah, when you reach that top 60 FPS, it's just fantastic, but I wanted to lower the quality instead. I went with the lower. Definitely we need to go in driver and see how it's holding with this video card. 1024, 60 bits. Okay, so yeah, apparently I'm not complaining about the VRAM on the video card because apparently it's not utilizing the VRAM from this GPU. I noticed that the CPU is doing some work, but the last core it's on maximum load. So I don't think I can blame the CPU in this case, though I have 800 megabytes of system RAM utilized, 50 FPS on average. Don't like the FPS actually because I think I have to be on lower resolutions or something like that in order to benefit from this game and this situation. Oh, can I flip it over? Wow, interesting performance. Is that a Lamborghini? Can I take the Lamborghini? Get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Go. Get lost. 20 FPS. Oh my god. Okay, that was trippy. But if you put it on 640 resolution, you get this 75 FPS and it's very fluent on this. I think this is the way to play the game because for a video card like this, you can actually see it's trying to maintain 40 to 70 FPS. So bringing this video card and the game to high FPS, it will give you the best experience. I don't know if it's loading the VRAM the same, but I think it will be a better choice to play the game like this with the lower resolution. let's take a ride in episode 1 and see how the GPU or the system is holding, because apparently it's not utilizing the GPU, but it feels like it's the right game for the system itself, not for the GPU. You know, this game needs to be run on older GPUs. But disregarding that, we're gonna take a look and see how the game is running on the system. Let's jump in. Does this system has any problem with the game? No, it doesn't have any problem with the game because it's not being fully utilized on the GPU side. The system itself is doing a fantastic job, though. You know, there's no problem with that. But on the system side, it's not being utilized. I think it's going to be put in a different type of hardware testing, because in the future, when I will play this game, it will be kind of interesting to see for older video cards. In this case, there is no problem with this video card. This video card apparently needs more stress on the core and on the VRAM. So we're gonna put other games that it's utilizing that VRAM. Here you can actually see 6 megabytes of VRAM. It's not a big stress on a 256 megabyte GPU, you know. So let's see if it's holding the system itself, not the GPU. Burn. Galaxy on fire, but with 1024 resolution. Kind of cool to see this game running like this on this video card. This is, how should I say, there's not a lot of games that you can go in space and explore and stuff like this, you know. And considering the new generation that are now, you know, to go in space and mine Starfield or No Man's Sky or Osiris, you know, I think there's a lot of resemblance when it comes to this type of attitude in space, you know. So I like space games and exploring galaxies and stuff like that. And for me, to see a game like this is just freaking lovely. I mean, 40-50 FPS, it's okay for this type of game, you know. I think from 1024 you can put it on a lower resolution with high details, and you can get how should I say, better FPS, but it gives you a glimpse on how the system is holding with 1024 because of this CPU and GPU. And I think it's a fantastic experience. Let's see how Harry Potter is working with the system. Apparently it's utilizing the GPU properly, and you can see that with maximum details this video card can actually do the job. It's a fantastic performance from the system, seriously. The CPU is doing the job, 700 megabytes of system RAM being utilized, 3 cores are being used actually all of the cores are being utilized here, because you can actually see that on 30-40% load overall the core is doing the job, you know. So based on the temperature you can actually see that the CPU is doing the job, 55-57 degrees, because all of the cores are doing something, and it's not only one. Whenever I see one core loaded, it's getting hot, and yeah, it's not okay like that, you know. It's just do you have bitcoins, or do you have any crypto? Do you have? No. So don't ask me again. Let's jump into Serious Sam and see how the system is holding. I mean, look at this. It's only 3 megabytes of VRAM is utilized. This is not the greatest deal, you know, when it comes to GPU utilization, but I'm 100% it's going to run really nice in older with older GPUs. So just put the whole system here to see how if it's compatible with this video card. Freaking nice performance, and how it looks and how it performs. So Serious Sam is actually one of those games that runs on old hardware perfectly. Needs to be on your list, but you can actually see that the GPU is not being utilized, but it gives me hundreds of FPS. 600 megabytes of system RAM, and it's using the cores of the CPU. Okay, yeah, apparently it's okay. HELLGATE London is one of those games that apparently puts a lot of load on this system. I'm 1024 with maximum details, and apparently it's utilizing the GPU properly. I only got like 40 and 50 FPS on average, but it's nearly 200 megabytes of VRAM utilized. You see 180, and I think if I go around the map it will be even better. Some cases the FPS goes up like 50-60 FPS, but the only thing I'm happy about this, it's on maximum details and it's utilizing the VRAM. So the game, it's on good condition. It's the idea of the game is kind of good with this video card, because it's utilizing the system properly. So let's see how it's let's see how we are gonna end up with the VRAM utilization and the CPU, because in this case it's kind of fantastic. You can actually see the CPU, it's reaching 60 degrees. A couple of cores are being utilized, so can't say nothing about this because that's the only thing I can do about this CPU and this Windows. Complain about that CPU not being utilized, you know. But it's working. 1.7 gig of system RAM. Listen to that. I think we need to look into different possibility that we need a better memory. In this situation, you can see that the system is doing a fantastic job with the GPU. Even though it's 4850 FPS, you know, it's utilized and it's a fantastic experience in maximum details. Stalker, on the other hand, with 800 by 600 static light maximum details, it's working with 40-50 FPS, and it's kind of fantastic to see an old title like this, to see an old game like this running with this video card. And look at this, it's kind of fantastic, the lights, everything. Oh man, I freaking love this experience, how it is with this system. 60 FPS, nearly 200 megabytes of VRAM utilized. I mean, only one core is utilized at maximum, and that's not okay. You can actually see the CPU is reaching 100% and having 60 degrees on that core. That's the problem. If it was splitting the load on the CPU, would have been much better. On the memory side, 1.3 gig of system RAM, but you can actually see it's kind of fantastic, this idea of old hardware and old games, because nowadays there's not a lot of things you can enjoy because they are just refurbished games. But in this situation, whoa, it's kind of freaking nice to see this type of performance. Now it's passing 200 megabytes of VRAM, so it's utilizing the VRAM properly. So I'm guessing the GPU, it's ideal for this game. It's working really nice. Even though it starts the game, when it starts it says NVIDIA as a logo. Apparently it's working with ATI too, so can't complain here. Do I recommend this video card? This specific video card that I have now, from MSI with the fanless, only give me a lot of problems. So I had reset after reset, and it took to benchmark this video card 3 times than a normal video card because it keeps crashing, and I don't know why. I think it's got some loose components, like some capacitors. I managed to see a couple of them that were bended or pushed out. I don't know, maybe those are the ones that are causing the problems. I need to do some recapping on this video card. Who knows, maybe that will fix the problem. Reflow, reball, because it's fanless. Usually ATI video cards that had problems with this type of situation. So if you want to reball a video card like this, you have to rethink yourself, because it needs to be very important, this video card, in order to invest a lot of time, money and equipment in order to do this. So if you think like that, this video card is not worth a lot of money. But if you can manage to find the proper one that has no problems, had better capacitors, bigger fan or something like that, then it's worth it, because it's a very decent video card for retro gaming. You did actually see that in between 800 and 1024, that resolution was the sweet spot for this video card, and with 256 megabytes of DDR2 and 600 megabytes on the core clock, this video card managed to do a lot of performance in a couple of games. It's worth it, but it needs to be cheap. It needs to be a different model than the one that I have with this fan on the back of the video card. It's not funny. So imagine me putting a fan on top of it just so I can keep it cool or not crashing, because I don't know if that one was the problem, crashing, or just, I don't know. If you enter in this area with a video card like this, you need to understand that you will have a lot of problems with this type of video cards. I wish you good luck. If you like this benchmark, make sure you smash that like button. If you have any suggestion for this video card or for this system, leave a comment. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see you very soon.